Is this good television?
Hello and welcome to Taskmaster Australia. My name is Tom Gleeson and I am the Taskmaster. Tonight, 5 Australian comedians' collective self-worth will be poured into a blender and served up as a protein supplement for the depraved audience of you at home. What does the winner win? This, the official Taskmaster trophy, which is a gold sculpture that contains the most superior mind in this room. Mine. The 5 comedians who we pulled out of the gloop they call their lives are Aaron Chen, Conchetta Caristo, Mel Buttle, Peter Hellier, and Big Reece Nicholson. Last and yes, least, this is a guy whose favourite streaming service is the muddy puddles of water he spends hours staring at his own reflection in. It's Tom Cashman. G'day, Tom. I feel like you're building up a small fan base there.
Oh, thank you. Speaking of small, do you like my tattoo?
Oh, what, you got a tattoo on your face?
Yeah, I've got a face tattoo. Do you like it?
Can be a career-limiting move.
Because you know how some tough guys in prison, they get a tattoo of a teardrop to commemorate a time that they killed someone?
Yeah.
I've got a tattoo of a murder to commemorate a time that I cried.
All right, Lester Tom, let's rip.
Are you happy with this just staying here the whole show?
Yeah. Because I know in a meeting earlier you said you wanted to remove it. So, you know, if you turn up to work doing comedy with props, deal with it, buddy.
But we agreed we'd remove it.
No. You're staying. So you can go and get your stupid tattoo off. Oh, man, he comes up with this dumb gag and then he's like, but I want it off. Okay, all right. All right, you happy now?
Yeah.
Well, let's rip into it.
Well, we're starting off with a prize task, and tonight our contestants have been asked to bring in the thing that you're most glad can't talk.
Oh, okay. What have you brought in, Mel?
I have brought in my Bachelor of Contemporary Performance not completed drama reflection journal.
Oh. So I'm thinking you reading it would be quite painful, but you're saying if it could say those thoughts, it would be even worse.
Yeah, it would be very bad if production had a photo of that open and everyone at home could see the words pertain to... Oh, no! What a disaster. Worst bit, I was starting to judge myself, so I took a risk by putting the energy ball in my bum. Anyway, whatever, I didn't get a very good mark for that, but no one in my class is on Taskmaster, just me, so...
All right, Reece, what did you bring in that you wouldn't like to talk?
I came up with this lady.
Oh.
Hello.
This is my dog Hopkins, and I'm glad she can't talk because she has seen some shit.
Okay, like what?
Well, I mean, sex is one of them. You know, like your pet sees you having sex and you're like, oh, they don't know what we're doing. They 100% do. Every time those videos come out of the dogs, like, pressing buttons that, like, translate to things, I'm like, we can't show her that. She can't be like, help, help, leave, leave, danger, danger. Top, bottom, verse.
Conchetta, what did you bring in?
I've brought in a really, really well-used specimen jar.
Oh. What does well-used mean? It was used by you and some other people?
Not me.
Oh.
The jar. Imagine if the jar could speak, you'd be like, oh, not this again.
Oh.
Oh, everyone's sick, it's sloppy, it's over the edges. So it's like really stressed. And it's like giving me a break. I want to go on holiday, but I can't because he's getting shouted.
Okay. Aaron, what did you bring in?
Me, I've brought in a mime. I'm glad that mimes can't talk because, first off, it would ruin their act. It's because it's so funny what these guys do. They can, like, just make, like, a box and then go into it.
Yeah.
And you don't even need words, and that's why it's funny.
Hang on, you brought in Mr. Bean's box set earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a theme emerging here. Because I feel like you're mocking their humour, but secretly you love it because it's a bit basic, isn't it, Aaron?
Well, I just can understand it, and the second reason I'm glad mimes can't talk is that I've actually found out that they have some pretty bad opinions. Take a look.
Women should not be allowed to vote.
Wow. All right, so finally, Peter, what did you bring in?
I brought in my gym clothes that I take on holiday. Because they would say, why do you bother? I get excited. You're going to the Gold Coast. We're there day one. You don't exercise. I'm like, OK, it's day one. Nobody exercises on day one. Maybe day two. Nothing on day two. By day 4, day 5, we know we're not coming out of the suitcase.
Well, you know, we were on holidays recently together, Pete, and I can say I've never seen these clothes before in my life. So I can confirm that that is true. And I feel like you probably bought them just for this, and maybe you don't own them at all.
I've never seen those clothes in my life.
All right, well, I guess I should score this. I'm not worried about the specimen jar because it can be put in a dishwasher.
OK.
And I feel like that would also erase its memory. So I'm going to give Conchetta 1. I'm going to give Reese 2 because, well, I'm just worried that if I buy into the idea that everything your dog has seen is disgusting or anything like that, then I feel a bit homophobic, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So...
All right, I've read your blog.
I'm going to give Mel 3 points.
Thank you.
Just that small sample seemed horrific. And I'm going to give Aaron 4 points because I just don't like mimes as well. And for 5 points, because I know the story's true, I'm going to give it to Pete for his exercise clothes that have never been used. All right, let's get into our first task.
Here's a task our contestants took to like ducks to thawed ice that's been frozen and then thawed again.
Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Welcome to the dock.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Reese.
I love ducks.
You like ducks?
Yeah, I think they're my spirit animal.
You're a duck fan?
Yeah, a little tattoo on my arm of a duck.
And also, I love how they walk. Like that.
OK.
What's this then?
It's a task.
I reckon it's duck related.
All right. Find the quack.
One of these ducks has been giving out that's a tricky word.
Unsubstantiated medical advice.
What does that mean?
Unsubstantiated medical advice?
Yeah.
It's medical advice with no substance.
Fastest to deliver the quack to Tom wins.
Your time starts now.
So one of these is quacking.
No, one of these ducks is giving out unsubstantiated medical advice.
I get it, like a quack, right?
No. This duck is giving out unsubstantiated medical advice.
I think I'm having an aneurysm.
So who are we going to see first in this little duck hunt?
It's time to send these good eggs off to the bad doctor. It's Mel and Reese.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to get in there, right?
Push me free.
I love you, goodbye.
You've never rowed before?
I've never rowed before.
You used to row in school.
Yes, I'm very good, thank you.
I can hear something.
I think I can hear something, Tom.
What can you hear?
Some talking?
Is it unsubstantiated medical advice?
Well, if you shut up for a minute, maybe I'll know.
Okay.
I think it's this one. Let me just get him.
Any disease, no matter how serious, but I won't tell you how. That's none of your business. Careful. Or, with me, you don't need a second opinion.
It's you!
I don't need to look at you or do any tests. I know
That guy's
exactly what the
absolutely
diagnosis is.
spouting rubbish. I'm coming, Tom.
Other than this being quite stressful, it's also quite lovely.
I've got it. I'm going to
I'm
deliver
going
it
to need
to
you
you.
to sign what's in the medicine. That's none of your business. I have a special... I can fix you up in no time. Where are you going?
I'm off.
Oh.
Bye!
Okay, so, Reese, can you give us a sense of what it was like there? Because I feel like it might have given the impression that it was actually quite easy to hear them, but the quacks were really loud.
There was a lot of quacking. If you don't know what... You're quite stressed about the rowing, and then you're scared you're going to fall in, and then I should say, they told us, do not get in the water. It is full of E. coli. So...
It is not full of E. coli. Its E. coli levels are above safe levels of E. coli.
Well, I would say, compared to no E. coli, that is up to pussy's bow with E. coli. Yeah.
I wasn't afraid of the water until I got into it, and then the next day I did 16 poos on set.
I feel like you're at an advantage, Mel, because you are very good at rowing. We've seen that already.
Thank you.
Did that help?
In no way, no. All of the ducks are making noise. He's like, yeah, all the information you need is in the task. It's actually not. If all the information you needed was in the task, the card would say, it's that brown duck over there on the right-hand side.
So just quickly, what was the medical advice being handed out by the duck?
I couldn't hear what Pete Evans was saying in the recording. I'm not sure.
All right, can you give us some scores so far?
I sure can. So Mel, our champion rower from high school, took 11 minutes and 50 seconds to find the quack.
Under 12, we did it.
Reese, no experience with rowing previously, 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
OK. It's time for an ad break. We'll be back with more Taskmaster after this. Welcome back to Taskmaster, where 5 comedians are currently competing to win Reese Nicholson's 1,000-yard staring pet dog. Where are we up to, Lester Tom?
Our contestants are trying to find a duck that is giving out unsubstantiated medical advice. So far, Reese and Mel have done very well to ignore the quacking to find the quack. Next up, it's 2 guys I tried to avoid being downstream from, given their easy-come, easy-go attitude to aqua deposits. It's Aaron and Pete.
Do I need that red?
Oh, it's up to you.
Yep, okay.
So I got a community duck door. What's going on? So it's the duck that looks like this one, which is that duck.
Have you rowed before?
Yeah, national champion.
Oh.
Am I supposed to row backwards?
A little bit of forward momentum there. What?
You're on your way.
There we go. There we go.
It's either that one or that one.
I seem to be going exactly where the ducks are.
Is that duck giving out unsubstantiated medical advice?
I don't know what that means, Tom.
Oh, here's something.
Yeah, don't worry about
In the photo, it's got a brown body.
Oh, right. How serious?
This one got it. Bloody got it.
Me, I can cure you without any medication or surgery. Is that duck giving out unsubstantiated medical advice?
Yeah, it's giving bad, really dodgy advice.
Like what?
Saying that the vaccine is real.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Stand back.
Okay.
It's right there. There.
There you go, Tom. Get rid of that duck.
Thank you. What's that?
His business card. We're eating that duck tonight.
Oh, okay.
You and me.
So, Aaron, when you said that bad medical advice was saying the vaccine is real, was that a shout-out to all your freedom-loving fans?
If you guys are out there, keep it up. We're going to win this fight.
It works on so many levels, because I suspect they don't understand irony. So I'll be like, yeah!
so I'm winning with both. Like the people who think it's irony, they're like, oh, he's being funny. And then the people who hate vaccines, they're like, yeah, my man.
Yeah, you just said what I said, but it was a bit longer.
It helps me understand what you're saying.
Sometimes your act is just like you're explaining it to yourself, isn't it?
And what you're saying is that, like, I talk to myself.
So, Pete, for someone who looks like an old salty sea dog, you didn't seem that comfortable in a boat.
Is that how it came across to you?
Yeah.
I'm surprised because the audience would disagree, yet they're nodding their heads.
Now, I can't just leave this unsaid. Everyone knows about your business card collection now. How did you feel about that business card disrespect?
I don't know if I could ever forgive Pete for ripping up a business card in front of me like that.
It was a business card of a dodgy doctor.
Don't shoot the messenger, Pete. I would like to confirm that that was a clue. Then let's just say that clue was my idea.
Can I just say that finding that clue, I thought like, oh, I've won this.
The clue did not seem to help you in the slightest.
All right, what are the stats?
Aaron took 12 minutes and 4 seconds. And Pete, 7 minutes and 11 seconds in second place.
OK. Well, I can't help but notice Conchetta has been singled out here. Any particular reason?
I couldn't possibly say, but let's see. It's Conchetta Cristo.
What am I supposed to do? Duckies! Oh, come on, mate. How do you even do this bullshit? Oh, now I'm that way. No, go this way. Oh, no, no. Oh, shit.
Are any of them giving out unsubstantiated medical advice?
I can't hear you, and I kind of like it that way.
Yeah, fair enough.
You, stupid piece of shit. Can't hear shit, can't move for shit. Is this a time task song?
Fastest wins.
I think I'm gonna be in here forever. Come on, not this again. Shit.
Are you meaning to spin round?
Huh? No. Oh, brother. Oh my God! I'm having the worst time. You stupid ducks. Now I'm gonna hate ducks because of this. Which one of you stupid is speaking?
Tests. I know exactly what
I think I hear something. Why is this so hard? I can't hear it anymore.
Oh.
Oh, it's your voice, isn't it? It was next to me the whole time. Oh. Is there a rule about throwing it at you? I'm going away from you. No. Oh, no. Don't. Shit.
Careful.
Oh, God. Is this calm up all the evil things that I've done?
What evil things have you done?
I haven't. I'm not evil. Please don't log in on that. This is a bad dream. Okay, I need to go.
Thanks, Conchetta.
Thanks, Tom.
I mean, Conchetta, that's you doing what you do well, taking a very straightforward task and making it more complicated.
Like, I truly, and you know this, Tom, I had a breakdown out there. I didn't know how to row. I couldn't hear Tom. I couldn't hear the duck. I was, like, freaking out. And then I threw it and it fell. And, like, even now I'm not being funny. I'm scared.
OK. You briefly mentioned you've done a few evil things in your life. I feel like we need to know what they are.
No, I regret that. I didn't mean it. I was hysterical.
It's often in those moments that the truth comes out.
Yeah. So can we have the truth?
I started a war.
Wow.
I was inspired by Pol Pot.
Wow. That is extreme. So how long did that take? I think we're dying to know.
Conchetta's time was 27 minutes and 47 seconds. So Conchetta obviously gets 1 point. Then we've got Aaron with 2, Mel with 3, Pete with 4, and Reese, never rode before Nicholson, takes 5 points.
Whoa! OK. And what happens when we add those scores to the ones we had before?
Well, Aaron, Mel, Reese and Conchetta are the trailers, but turn off your phone for Pete. He's the main movie on 9 points.
All right, Lesser Tom, you got another task for us?
I do, and don't worry, Tom, I wasn't agreeing to marry you when I said I do. I was just answering your work-related question. As agreed. Anyway, I wish I hadn't said any of that. Here's the task.
Hello.
Hi, Aaron.
Ooh.
What on earth is this contraption? I certainly don't recognise it from my childhood.
Beta machine, is it?
VCR?
VCR, yeah.
Hi, Conchetta.
Hi, Tom.
Teach the Taskmaster to do something he can't already do.
With an instructional video.
The instructional video that teaches the Taskmaster most wins.
You have 45 minutes.
Your time starts now.
He's actually reasonably good at life, and the infuriating thing is he knows it.
So what are we looking at? We've got a lesson here for each of them, that they need to teach me something that I don't already know.
That's right.
Well, there's heaps I already know, so...
This is an extremely difficult task. Here, with some handy hints for your next work do, it's Mel Buttle.
Do you know anything that he can't do?
I cannot think of a single thing the Taskmaster cannot do.
I can.
What?
Attend a work event without drinking. Hello, my name's Virginia Hempenstall. I've got a Bachelor of Marketing, I'm a PE teacher, and also I teach people how to say no to having a wine at work functions. It's easier than you think. Here's a clue. You can always just say no, verbally. Would you like a wine?
No.
Oh, he doesn't want one. Maybe go non-verbal. Surprise me with a gesture. Can I give you a wine there? Oh. He's milking cows on the way home and won't have time to be drunk. Perhaps you're somewhere swanky for work and you want to show that you've travelled around the world. Maybe say no in a different language. Can I get you a wine?
9.
Bitter schön. Perhaps make up an excuse. Would you like a wine?
I have hepatitis C.
Ooh, one more tip that I like to impart with people who need to learn to not have a wine at a work function. Just get rid of the wine. Destroy it all. Tip it down the sink. Would you like to... Oh dear, oh. He's done it. No more wine. Say no to wine. Would you like a wine?
No.
Sounds like he means it.
All right, Mel, we've been at a few work functions together, and I would say we kept pace when we were drinking. In fact, many times I was following your lead, Mel.
This video, Tom, and I thank you for the opportunity to make it, was a chance to say, hey, Mel, why don't you pull it back to a reasonable level where Tom drinks and just have 16 to 21 drinks at an event.
Your techniques were to say no non-verbally, say no in another language, and also just to tip it down the sink. Have you ever tried that technique at a function?
I've tried in my own home with my parents.
Wow, that was
How much trauma do we do on this show? I don't know.
Keep the trauma at a level that we don't have to give out the lifeline number, okay? Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves.
Note taken. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's take a little break and maybe have a drinky poo. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Taskmaster. Put down the bottle, you've got a problem. Where are we, Tom?
Our contestants are making instructional videos to teach you, the Taskmaster, something. Next up, it's Conchetta Caristo.
Hi, Taskmaster, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be doing the coolest, sickest look ever, me. Today, my model, his name is Timothy Cashman. Tom, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Let's get this blank, dull as F canvas looking into a beautiful beat face. We need to have like a base. Get the lightest color and just put it on the base. You're trying to like get rid of the grease, which let me tell you, Tom has a lot of. Also, it means the colors on top are gonna freaking pop. And then all you want to do is you just want to get like a darker color. You go to the corner of the eye. Yes, queen. And that just like elongates the eye. Next, now we want to beat the freaking face. Let's start with contour. Yes, keep pouting, honey. Yes. Next, we want blush. This is like on the cheek. Oh my God, you look so cute. Mascara. Literally, you never go anywhere without mascara because it's so like, it's so slutty. Yes, that looks hot. Okay, open. Whoa! The camera guys all just got hard at the same time. That means we're on the right track. In an ideal world, we would have exfoliated Tom's dry, crusty lips, but we don't have. And there you have it. This is how you go from looking drab to fab in a really simple, easy makeup tutorial. Good luck. See you.
Well, Conchetta, I think you've done well there because you certainly have taught me a lot. I did learn about Lesser Tom's crusty lips. I wasn't aware of that.
Don't lick them, it makes it worse.
Like, it reminded me of those videos I scroll past on Instagram. Do you watch those videos?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the quintessential like YouTube girly. It's like a 20-minute video and like it's full of personality. And I tried to just keep it real and fun.
Okay. Well, it was all new to me, so that was good. And also, I'm really proud of the fact that I got away with saying that I was scrolling on Instagram, and I've not done that either. Can you imagine me? Look, photos. Oh, like, what? All right, which of these gurus am I going to be forced to hear from next?
Here with some insights from the very important world of business, it's Aaron Chen.
Hello, I'm playing you, Tom Gleeson, the Taskmaster. And I'm going to teach you how to negotiate in business and get to the next level with your finances. You're already doing pretty well, but I'm going to help you add a couple of zeros to whatever you're making now. And the way to do it is through children's books. You don't have any of your own, but Peter Hellier does. And we're going to teach you how to acquire the rights. So I'm teaching you how to negotiate. Always know the numbers. Never go beyond your asking price. You brought an entourage. Real classy, Pete. The whole cast of the project. Carrie, Hamish McDonald, Sam Taunton. Now let's get into business. What have we got, Tom?
We've got Frankie Fish, Herman Crab, Trippin' with Kids. We want the whole suite.
And we can give you 4 marshmallows. What do you mean? You're an asshole. I can't believe it. Fine, Pete. 5 marshmallows. That's my final offer. You can take that to Cancun and make it look like Waikiki on a day off, like it's, the Gold Coast. Guess what? I'll give you 6.5, and that's the highest I'm gonna go. Can you believe this guy?
No.
Give us a moment, Pete. What's our final offer? All right, Pete. We've talked to the accountants, and they've given us 7 marshmallows. That's the final offer. We're walking. And that's how you negotiate. Remember, always be intimidating and rude and say things like the F word. Don't forget to learn the names of all the kids' books. And number 3 is to remember to negotiate. Hard!
I think you did teach me something. You taught me how to lose a negotiation, not win it.
No, because we started by lowballing Pete Hellier. Like, he's
Right.
got a great suite of books.
Yes.
Worth 20 to 30 marshmallows. But we got it from 7, but you start at 4. You know this. I mean, you don't know this. And...
Yeah, I feel like I wasn't learning from you. I think you accidentally taught me Pete's good negotiating technique, and that is say nothing and the money just goes up.
You're welcome.
So who's next?
Here with some tips about staying alive, which as our oldest contestant, he's something of an expert in. It's Peter Hellier.
Taskmaster, it's PH here. I know you grew up on a farm, but occasionally you visit a city. I'm going to show you how to survive on the streets here in my hometown, New York City. This looks like I'm having a lot of fun, Taskmaster, but look, what's about to happen?
Hey, give me a skateboard, kid.
That was close. I got away with it because of my street smarts. But the lesson is, don't take your flash new skateboard around the streets of New York City. Just because these hoodlums think they're tough doesn't mean they don't want to get caught. So I suggest always collecting some evidence when you're being attacked.
Oi, give me your jewellery.
Hey, smile.
Oh, no. Please, please, delete them. Delete those photos.
Only if you promise to give up your life of crime.
Fine.
Deal. Sometimes the odds just aren't in your favour, and as the kids say, you need to skedaddle.
Give me your iPad.
There's an iPad over there, look. Help! 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 I'm in danger. Get in. You're safe now. Let's get out of here. Let's go. You're hot.
That part of New York looked like where I live.
It was upstate New York.
There were no buildings whatsoever, and even when you turned up to rescue yourself, you're in a ute. And when you're in the ute, you look like someone from the country. You had an Cuckoo on.
I thought you weren't going to see through it. I thought, hey, well, who's that? I thought, you know, the transformation was amazing.
Oh, the illusion didn't work. I mean, at first I thought, oh, wow, he's jumped in a ute with his identical twin, and his twin doesn't know how to drive. Because did you get in the ute and then to drive off, you just revved the ute in neutral?
So this feels like an off-air conversation.
OK, I don't know about you, but I need a break to let all that learning sink in. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to Taskmaster, where our comedians are competing for the chance to win a rare and mythical object, Pete Hellier's gym clothes. Tell me, Alyssa, Tom, what are we doing now?
Our contestants are trying to teach you something via the medium of instructional videos. Get out your blank tapes, because last up we have a VCR. It's a very confident redhead, Rhys Nicholson.
I'm going to teach the Taskmaster how to tuck.
Tuck. Oh, tuck. Tuck.
Tuck. Hello, I'm comedian and publicly maligned drag judge Rhys Nicholson. And today we're going to talk about tucking. What's tucking, you ask?
What's tucking?
Good question, Tom. Tucking is the multi-part process designed to create a flat appearance down there. Why would you want to do that, you ask? Well, to read to children. So we're going to start by grabbing the little feijoas. And we're just going to very simply pop them up into here. With me so far? Use tape or gaff to secure the little guys in place against the body. The tape is wrapped around the area, creating a flat appearance. Adjust for comfort. And that's how you tuck.
Oh.
How about we get a drink? Come on, toots.
Just to be clear to the families who are watching, like whole families at home, we're just talking about hiding fruit in a skeleton. It's a fun game. They do it on Play School. But I must say, it's like there was a bit more to it than I thought, and I have a bigger respect now.
There's a lot of work and kind of pain involved in doing drag, not just the shoes, but yeah, you gotta push it up there.
Yeah, you got to really suffer for your art.
And some drag queens, there's a lot to tuck, and there's a lot of tape to be placed there, and a lot of tucking to be done.
And so what Rhys is trying to say is sometimes you have to try to hide a whole fruit shop inside a skeleton.
Yeah.
All right, well, I have to score, don't I? Well, I've got to put Pete in one.
Okay.
Because he taught me how to survive an urban area in a regional area, and I know how to survive a regional area. You just got to be racist. Anyway, I'm going to give 2 points to Mel because you were trying to make out that drinking's a problem, and we know in Australia it's not. I'm going to give 3 points to Aaron because he taught me the great negotiating technique that Pete used through all those years of the project. And I'm going to give 4 points to Conchetta because I've never seen those videos before and I've learned all kinds of things about how to put on makeup, which I'll use later. But for 5 points, they're going to Reese because I really did learn something from them. Genuine learning. Do you have one last task in the chamber for us tonight, Tom?
Yes, we do, and I suck. This next task involves insults, and I didn't feel comfortable using anyone else as an example.
Oh.
Your task's over there.
Is it?
What have we got here?
Oh, there's a microphone here, Tom.
To sting.
Is it on?
No.
Here we go.
Roast each character the quickest. So we're after speed.
Bang, bang, bang. It's like quick fire.
Your roast must be relevant to the character.
I'm a good person.
Really?
No. Quickest average response time wins.
It doesn't have to be best roast, it's relevant roast.
Well.
Also, the best overall roaster will get 2 bonus points. Holy smokes.
Tom will unveil the characters from left to right, beginning in 1 minute. Your time starts now.
And you're allowed to go racial.
I didn't say that, but there's also nothing in the rules to prevent that.
All right, chuck me some mint jelly, lesser Tom, because I enjoy a good roast. Let's see what these guys have.
These 3 must be thirsty toilets because they love taking the piss. It's Aaron, Mel, and Peter. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Kind of nervous.
Do you want to practice on me?
Tom, you stink and you look like an idiot.
You green, blue-suited, bloody whistle-blowing.
Get a clue. Okay, yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Is it a lamb?
You look like a goat. If it was ugly.
Boring.
You know, I would actually go on a date with Tom Cruise before I'd go on a date with you. That's an old advertising reference in Australia, you little lamb. You creepy.
Imagine a baby was so stupid that it had long hair.
Wearing white? Okay, still a virgin. What a nerd. Ever done a root? I've done heaps. I've done 4 just this week, baby.
How old are you? You're obviously some Benjamin Button type freak.
I think you're a porcelain bitch.
Is that Peter Hellier? Mm-hmm. Because I didn't recognise him. Because he's not famous anymore.
Oh, well, this is... You fat seriously.
Do they make those shorts for men? Wow.
What's with the spray tan? It's a bit dark for my liking, to be honest. That's going to get you into trouble.
And guess what, Pete? You smell... Yeah.
Uh-oh. Baldy, 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 baldy. Bald man.
You can't even stay on your seat, you asshole. Imagine braking so easily.
Guess what I've got? An actual working penis and a scrotum.
Who are you? You're like a real version of that guy, but even stinkier.
Hello, loser.
I'm sure you're a nice man, but your twin brother is a bit freaky, to be honest. Although he's better looking than you are. He's much better looking, he's younger. And to be honest, I don't think you have genitals either, mate. To be honest, looking down there, he's got a bigger bulge than you have.
I'm getting a real left school at 14, just dug myself a job out of the trenches kind of a vibe.
What's your name? Joe. Joe? Get a longer name.
I see that I've hurt your feelings, which is exactly my want.
Nice to meet you, mate. I'm sure you're a very nice guy.
Thanks, Mel.
Good night, Boston.
Now, Aaron, you were making fun of Pete for not being famous. Is that right? Is that the dig you were getting at there?
I panicked because I saw the picture and I didn't know who it was, and then word association, recognised, famous, and then Pete's one of the most famous guys in the country.
Yeah, so when you were having a go at his face... You can't smooth over a roast. You can't take it back because then the roast loses its sting.
Pete sucks.
Well, in fact, that happened to you, Pete. You were launching into the bald man at the end there, and then at the end, you actually seemed quite nice. You couldn't quite stick to...
I'm not an insult comic. It's very uncomfortable for me. I actually took that guy home. I brought him dinner, and
And the disguise had worked.
But it was genuinely an uncomfortable experience. And then when I saw a human man there, that was kind of terrifying. That wasn't comfortable.
Mel didn't flinch.
No.
You're just like, there's a who looks like the mannequin, and you were just straight in.
A professional.
Did you have a little moment of doubt before you ripped in there?
No, I think I even implied he was a homosexual, even though I myself am. Still a burn on both of us, though.
OK, we're actually looking for the most quick-witted, so...
That's right.
Who was the quickest?
Pete, your average response time was 13.8 seconds. Mel, 8.4 seconds. Aaron, 8.2 seconds.
Oh, OK. It's time for some ads, but watch out. If you don't come back after the break, we'll be roasting you next. See you after this. Welcome back to Taskmaster. What are we up to, Lesser Tom?
We're doing a roast race so far. Aaron, Mel and Pete have taken no prisoners, which is good because that wasn't the task and it would be illegal. Now it's time for Conchetta and Reese.
I'm a terrible roaster.
Ready?
Yep.
You big idiot.
The thing about lambs is that...
Are you okay?
No.
And you have your one ear up and your one ear down. You're always listening for people to be bitching about you. And we're bitching, all right?
Lambs. Better eaten than alive. Is that a roast?
Go to the next one.
I'm having a full-blown mental breakdown, Tom.
You bitch. You stupid little bitch. And you wear your pearls like, I'm Dame Judi Dench. We know you love to get
Where does she get her hair done? The bad wig store? Move on.
Oh my God. Mate, mullets are normal. It's not funny. Everyone has a mullet.
This is the best photo of Peter Hellier I've ever seen. Move on.
Did you really have to get my ex out here?
You know what's horrible? This is what I look like without my wig on.
How dare you wear that top that I bought for you? Okay, you shouldn't be wearing that because that has memories and it makes me uncomfortable. And also, you're bad at sex.
When I see him, I think of you, just completely nondescript and bringing nothing to the situation. That's a roast for both of you. Move on.
Oh no!
Now I feel bad about what I said about that and that man.
You dressing up like my ex.
Let me start by saying you look better than that one, but not much.
You think you're really cute. You think I'm one of the cute guys. I'm not one of the bad guys. You're one of the bad guys.
I've hated this, and I reckon this is the worst task that I've done.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean it. Her I can be mean to, but not him. Oh, God, I feel dirty.
Bye, Tom. This has been real bad, and I look forward to being roasted in the studio for it.
Wow, Conchetta. At one stage, you said, I'll quote, "You bitch, you stupid little bitch." How did you come up with that witty wordplay?
Just off the cuff.
Really? Oh, you didn't prepare it earlier. I couldn't tell, because it was just so well written.
Why are you being so nice to me?
So, Reese, why are you so averse to roasting? You're quite happily abusing everyone in the studio. It seems to come quite naturally.
It was the only task, I think, out of the whole run that at the end, Tom was quite genuine when he went, "Are you okay?"
Well, I've seen you stand up and a lot of it's self-deprecating. So what you do is, when you're roasting, is you just take all that self-loathing and just put it on other people.
Oh, that would kill them. I got a lot of anger and sadness and I push it down and I'm either making a diamond or a tumour.
All right, I feel like we need some final scores because, again, it was about their average at how quick they were with coming up with a roast.
Conchetta's average response time was 12.4 seconds, putting her in 3rd place currently. Reese's average response time was 46.4 seconds.
Oh, wow. All right. Well,
So now we need you to assess the best overall roaster.
it was just pouring out of Mel Buttle, wasn't it? I mean, when the mannequin was there and a man with emotions, it made no difference.
Nah.
So I think the bonus points go to Mel.
We've got Reese with 1 point, Pete with 2, Conchetta with 3, Aaron with 5, but Mel takes 6 points.
Now, before we send everyone upstairs for a live task, are we allowed to have a little peek at the scoreboard, please? Lesser Tom.
So stuck on the ground floor is Conchetta at the moment. In the elevator are Pete and Reese, but living that penthouse lifestyle are Mel and Aaron, both with 14 points.
Yeah. Go, Chenny.
All right, you lot, scram. It's time for your live task. Get upstairs. What am I looking at there, Lesser Tom?
Conchetta, could you please read the task?
Rebend your tennis balls off a ramp and stick them to your suits. A tennis ball stuck to a limb or body gets 1 point. A tennis ball stuck to a head gets 3 points. A tennis ball stuck to anyone else's suit gets 5 points. You must remain on your spots at all times. To count, the balls must bounce off a ramp. Most points win. You have 2 minutes from Tom's whistle.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Nope.
Does that count?
Oh, you! No! Okay, come on, Jet.
This is
Oh! Oh, I broke...
This is going so poorly.
Oh, you...
Shit!
All right, we've got to clean this shit up. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Taskmaster. We've consulted our primary school dictionary and assessed all the tennis ball peggings, sconings, axings and falcons from our live task. Lesser Tom, what kind of scores are we looking at?
In last place, with 7 body shots, we have Mel. Then Pete. Pete, you had 8 body shots. Then we had Reese. You had 2 body shots, 2 headshots. Conchetta, you had 4 body shots and then also 3 headshots, so 13 points total. Aaron had 10 body shots, 1 headshot, and 2 balls on someone else with 23 points. That means Mel gets 1 point, Pete with 2, Reese 3, Conchetta 4, and Aaron takes home the task with 5 points.
Wow. And more importantly, who won tonight's episode?
So in 5th to 2nd, we have Conchetta, Pete, Mel and Reese, but with his tearaway live task effort, Aaron is the winner with 19 points.
Congratulations, Aaron, you are the winner. Please ascend to the stage and enjoy your prizes in silence. All right, other Tom, let's have a little looky-look at our season scores.
So now that we've completed 5 out of our 10 episodes, we can officially say that on 81 points, Reese has won the first half of Taskmaster.
All right, and just like that, we're at the end of another episode of Taskmaster. But what did we learn? We learnt that only 40% of Australian comedians know how to row a boat. We learnt that the world can be a very tough place for a little girl with lovely long hair. But most importantly, we learnt that Aaron is the winner of episode 5. See you next week.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.